Welcome to MindBody TV. I'm Dr. Kim Duramo, and in this episode, I'm going to share about how other people impact your energy. And I'm not just talking about whether you feel energized or you feel tired and your energy level. I'm talking about your vibrational frequency. So, how you think, your physiology, and everything that is happening to you. You are actually vibrational first and foremost. And when it comes to your health, your creation, even your money, who you spend time around has everything to do with what you experience. So, welcome. I'm super excited to share this. For those of you who are just tuning in, share how you found us, and I'll explain a little bit about what MindBody TV is about. But be sure to type in, where are you tuning in from in the world? Where are you listening from? Have you heard us before? Are you new? Are you someone we know well? Thank you for being here. So I'm a physician. I was previously board certified in emergency medicine, but my main passion has always been how the mind and body are connected, how the body heals itself, and what we can do to support that. And I felt it's my mission as a physician to really bring this truth to the forefront and to find ways to truly resolve disease instead of just mitigating it or putting a Band-Aid on it or managing symptoms, but to actually look at what does your body need in order to heal itself, or what might it be getting too much of that it doesn't need, and that's why it's not healing itself. But this sort of opens up the whole realm of quantum physics and vibrational frequency and how we are primarily energy. And everything that's happening is, it seems like we're just a physical experience. We're having a physical, tangible experience. Here's your liver, here's your heart, here's your lungs. And when someone has a disease, it sure does feel like a purely physical experience. But everything that's really happening on the quantum level is what either creates the body to move toward dis-ease and the physical manifestation of that, or the opposite, allows that longevity, allows the resilience, allows strength to continue and even increase as we go forward in life. And whether you're getting one or the other has a lot to do with your connection with yourself. So my passion as a doctor is really to use that as a leverage point for expanding health, for resolving even some of the biggest conundrums in medicine. And I've seen them heal. I've seen people resolve pretty much every disease known to man. The stuff they're told, you've got 6 months to live, or this will be going on forever, or you'll just be getting progressively worse. Guess what? Everything that is happening is amenable to this practice and this approach. And so, super smart way to approach your body, especially if you have something going on in your health. But it's worth it for all of us to look at how other people affect us. So I want to hear from you. What is one really important aspect of your life right now? Is it your family? Maybe you're raising kids like I am, and that's a major focal point. Is it your health? Maybe that's getting a lot of your attention right now, or consuming a lot of your energy because maybe things aren't going so well. Are you having pain, fatigue? Is it your money? That's a huge one for a lot of people, that their life revolves around their financial situation because they're trying to make that work. They're trying to make ends meet, and all of their choices maybe resolve around finances. So what is it for you that is getting the most of your attention? And I want you to type it into the comments here, because we're going to apply this to you. And I'm going to use my whiteboard here, which actually matches my shirt. So that's kind of cool. I want to show you that your body is primarily vibrational. So yes, we appear purely physical, but we actually are giving off a vibrational frequency. So these are felt in energy waves. We do now have the technology, so you can see that, okay, to detect this up to 8 to 10 feet away from the body to tell what is your vibration. And that will correlate with your emotions, your thoughts, how you're feeling, your level of health and vitality, your energy levels, depending on what vibration you're in. So if you're in a high vibe, joy, harmony, peace, self-love will correlate with that. If you're in a low vibe, anger, aggression, shame, guilt, fear will correlate with that. And so how you're feeling on the inside, super helpful to connect with the heart. Just take 3 deep breaths right now. In and out with your attention on your heart, this will actually immediately shift your vibrational frequency. And the Heart Math Institute has a lot of research and data and studies they're doing on this. So I think that's amazingly awesome. But you can just activate that anytime. Okay, why is this so important? Because when you come, let's use a different color, into the environment of another person, it affects your energy. So let's say that person has a low vibe, Debbie Downer, I'm not happy. Oh, let me tell you my story. Or I'm angry at you. You did this and you did that, right? It's going to affect your energy field. Now, you might think, let me just avoid that person. And that would be a really smart thing to do. But one of the things you need to do first, because you'll find like somebody else just comes and does the same thing, or you leave one relationship and another abusive or codependent relationship comes in. So what do we want to do instead? First, we've got to resolve the energy. So let's say you've got little nuggets in your energy system. You don't know they're there. They're totally unconscious. But whenever this person comes around, they sure do light up. And then maybe you feel angry, or you feel low, or you feel, I don't know, depressed. You've got to resolve even just 2% these little nuggets within you. And that's so easy to do. You just feel what you feel in your body, and you welcome it. Body, it's okay for you to feel everything you're feeling right now. This has to be the first step, because I'm telling you, if you just try to get rid of the relationship, but you don't do any of this resolution, it's like you won't be able to leave, or someone else would just come back in that does the same thing. You're like, why am I in the same relationship over again? You resolve even just 2% where that resistance or that low vibe or that emotion that was suppressed of your own anger, your own fear has lived in you. And self-doubt, this is a big one. Oh, whenever I'm around myself, whenever I'm around this person, I just doubt myself. So maybe you're trying to move forward in your health journey, or maybe you're trying to move forward as an entrepreneur. Yes, I can. I'm going to create this amazing vision. And then these people come in your life and you're like, oh God, what am I thinking? All they can do is ding on your own self-doubt that is still unresolved. So it's actually a huge gift to welcome that. Take your 3 deep breaths. I welcome everything I'm feeling right now. And you can even do a little tap under the collarbone. Body, it's okay to feel everything we're feeling referent to this person. You have to neutralize it first. So that's our first step. We're going to put that in. We neutralize the sensations. Okay, now you're like, I feel a little lighter. And of course, I might not choose to be around that person anymore. I might go to another coffee shop or get into another relationship, or maybe I'm around them, but it's like, meh, doesn't faze me at all. I can actually just send them love. So now you're no longer interacting with this person in the same way. You've changed the energy ties. Now, I want to show you what happens when you get around a high vibrational person. Let's use a different color. So now you've got, I don't know, maybe someone who is in you're in business with, or a friend that you just love. No, that's not going to work. We're going to use red. And this person's like, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm happy. I'm maybe not perfect, but I'm choosing to believe in myself little by little, more and more every day. I'm choosing to accept my imperfections, shine my light, and live authentically. Now, what is going to happen is it's going to light up that same vibration in your frequency, even if you've never had it before, even if it's all new. All of a sudden, you're going to feel, whoa, I really can do anything. I feel a little more energized. Maybe things are going to be okay. You'll have different perspectives about money. You'll have different perspectives about yourself and your faults. You'll have different perspectives about your money situation or your friends, or like any limitations showing up in your life. And it will vibrate in your field. So it'll actually have you feel a whole lot better. Now, if you do things to cultivate that for yourself, like, hey, body, let's take this in. I'm running with it. I'm moving forward. You will incorporate this into your own energy field, right? So you're carrying that high vibe, you're sustaining it, and amazing things are happening in your life. So you neutralize, you neutralize the negativity. You make choices in favor of what you do want. So we could say positive choices. I love myself fully. And we surround ourselves with other positive people. Now, when I say positive and negative, you got to realize there are no such thing as negative people, because even the other guy in this scenario was coming up, dinging on your little nuggets that you were unaware of. You can make that be a positive experience. Think of 3 things you would love to manifest in your life that means so much to you. Type them in the comments. Every time you do this process of neutralizing those little nuggets of what it brings up in you when you're around the quote negative people, you resolve something from your energy field. You get more energy back. You are more capable of creating and manifesting what your heart desires. And so if you have the awareness of those top 3 things, you're going to do the exercise to welcome in whatever you may be feeling. Sometimes it's really uncomfortable, but your system already knows how to let it go. And when you get around others who are activated with a common purpose, it greatly and radically amplifies your energy field. And so one of the things we're doing is we're having a live event, Embracing Health Experience. And in the Embracing Health Experience, let's write it here, which is taking place in April. We will include the link here in the notes. And the Embracing Health Experience, we are coming together for the purpose of co-creating, for the purpose of awakening, clearing the known and unknown nuggets, blocks that have been keeping you stuck, whether it's in your relationships, your money, your health, and allowing, let's do that, allowing you to step into that in your life, in all areas of your life. And so if other people's energy field impacts me in a negative or positive way, which again, we said none of them are really negative because it's all about how you choose to experience that situation. It's always for your benefit. But when we come together for the purpose of love, expansion, power, awakening, amazing things happen. The first thing is we radically increase the vibrational frequency in the room. So just being in the room is going to activate your energy system. The first thing that happens, it does shift your physiology. Your body starts working in a new way. You literally change from the inflammatory cascade of stress and fight or flight into the relaxation response. Your body begins repairing, it begins healing, it begins learning new pathways that you can more likely continue when you go home. The second thing that happens is it changes the way your brain functions. So when you are in this environment around this other person, you're like, they come into your field and you already immediately like have different thoughts, feel different emotionally. You might even find you don't have the pain that you usually have when you're in this energy field. That's a great sign. It means your body is starting to heal. So what can you do to incorporate that more fully? So one of the things I want you to do is look at your relationships. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? There's a reason they say you're the sum total of the 5 people you spend the most time with, as far as their money, as far as their health, even their weight, as far as their quality of life and quality of their relationships. And then you want to look at, wait, what do I truly want? What would I like my life, my joy quotient, my finances, my health to be? And who could I get around that would mirror that would enhance that would activate me in that endeavor? So one of the things that will happen in the room at the live event is, of course, that activation. But very importantly, yes, it changes your physiology. Yes, it changes your thoughts and the way the brain functions. It also changes your neural pathways. Your brain and nervous system have neuroplasticity. That means it can morph, it can shift, it can change, even if something's been in place for like 30, 40 years. And neuroplasticity is radically enhanced when you're in a high vibration. So you feel this joy, you feel this love, you feel gratitude. All of these things will radically be activated in the room. And it can immediately and instantly shift your nervous system. That is how powerful that high vibration is. You can create it yourself. You can think of someone or something that you love, or a time in your life that had so much meaning to you. and spend 5 minutes a day welcoming that sensation, that gratitude, that unbelievable joy into your heart. Now, if you can't think of something right now, you can pretend. Your brain does not know the difference between the real and the imagined. So do this exercise with me for a neuroplastic activation. You're just going to breathe and close your eyes, if that's available to you. And you're going to go to the end result of one of those three things that you said were so important to you, that meant so much that you'd be absolutely psyched if that manifested in your life. And I want you to welcome it as if one or all of them are here right now. And I want you to just close your eyes and out loud say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful and thankful. What a miracle. I've received this in my life. It truly is extraordinary. Part of me didn't think it was possible, but I am so grateful and thankful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I want you to feel everything you feel, right, as if it's here now. Your system does not know the difference between the real and the imagined, and you've got to create it first before it can show up in your life. You got to practice. Let your cells let it in. So easy two-step process. Go to the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then just breathe that into your cells. Soften your body to let it in even more fully. And then open your eyes, and I want you to share with me how you feel. What was that exercise like? Did you do it? Yes or no? And what was that like? What do you feel? Do you feel like effervescence, tingling, upliftment, maybe laughing? Now, sometimes it's a juxtaposition because there's so much resistance in place that you're like, oh, I wish. And the focus, which is a habitual practice, we can change that, has been on it's not happening, or what's not going right, or where it's not 100%. I'm really feeling it in the body. And then it will focus, right? What you focus on expands, and what you've practiced is where the mind's going to go. And so maybe it's like, God, no, that didn't work for me. Great. Share that too. That is such valuable information. Can you just welcome that maybe you got to play with this a little bit? And are you, yes or no, willing to play? Are you willing to just play with yourself and allow, because that lightness of play also activates neuroplasticity. That's why you can't, heal myself. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to focus. I'm going to be disciplined this time, right? It's a low vibrational frequency. Like nobody wants to do that. That's not fun. What if you could play with this and let it be fun? Because that will activate neuroplastic changes. That will activate your nervous system into a new alignment of harmony where things work in such a higher way than you could ever imagine. So if you're ready to join us live, I will include the link here for the Embracing Health experience. Please ask us whatever questions you have about this. There is limited space, but I would love to have you and meet you in the room and do this work together. You will absolutely feel it. And I want you to bring your 3 biggest nuggets of what seem impossible and lay it out, because you're ready to surrender that. You're ready to release that. You're ready to release your old way of seeing it. You're ready to release the old relationship you have with those stuck situations. And you're ready to really enter into a whole new frequency of who you truly are. So changes your physiology, changes your thoughts, because your brain is working in a whole different way, and it changes your neurophysiology, your neural pathways. Can you change who you are? Abso-freaking-lutely. Are you ready to do that? What would it take for you to play with this and allow something sparky to come in today? Allow something surprising, like, whoa, I guess I was 2% open to that, but I didn't even imagine it would happen so fast. What would it be like? So play with this today. Let me know what your results are. The link is below if you'd like to join us live in Scottsdale. And we will be here every week posting a new episode from MindBody TV at 11 a.m. Mountain Time on Wednesdays in the MindBody community and in my YouTube channel, Dr. Kim Duramo. Like the video, share the video with someone you love. I'm really, really eager to see our community grow and resource so many more people for this inner activation. The truth is in you. The medicine is in you. And when you remember that, you will begin to activate it. I'm here to support that, sending you so much